Hello everybody, my name is Cool and I'm bringing you guys special cast number 6, and I got quite a bit of explaining to do for all of you guys who follow me daily, which is probably just maybe a few people. I have not recorded anything in the last few days, mainly because my internet has been acting up, my computer has been acting up, and all kind of things have been going wrong. But that doesn't matter because I have a slight break coming up, which means I'm going to be recording a whole bunch of stuff, and it also makes me pretty sad. Just a random fact, I have a steak right in front of me, a half-eaten steak right in front of me. I can't finish eating because I must cast this game. This is a special cast because it has some special people in it. Then we're going to switch my overlays, make sure I get that right. It has NeStle from University, and it also has some other interesting people in here. Actually, I need to know who the other special person is. 1 second. Oh no, that didn't do it. Okay, hold on. Technical difficulties. Just 1 split second. And you guys should be good now. Alright, cool. So, there is a special guest in this. There is a person named... what's his name? Vigoss. Vigoss and 2 guys from Empire. So... apparently this is it's a 5-stack on the side of NeStle, and there's a few people in here that you guys might notice. You might notice the names. I don't know his names just yet, mainly because I still have yet to brush up on my names. I don't know why I don't just like spend a day just studying all the Dota 2 teams and all that stuff. Maybe because I'm lazy and I barely spend time studying my own homework. Speaking of which, I have a homework assignment due that I will be finishing right after the special cast. Assuming that I don't do special cast number 7 right after it, which I probably will do. But don't worry. The assignment is relatively easy. I can finish it in like 10 minutes. I don't know why I haven't finished it in 10 minutes prior to doing all this. But anyway, at any rate, I'm back into the game. I'm back casting. I'm actually happy to be back here. As if I left or something, I know, right? And, oh yeah, also I gotta give you guys an update. I do have myself a nice little webcam, so I will be introducing who the heck I am, putting the face behind the voice, so I won't be just a single disembodied voice that you guys just love to listen to for some apparent reason. So... sooner or later, I'll have that all set up, and I'll say, hey, this is me, I am Cool Blue, I am this person, but for now, I'm not going to tell you guys who I am just yet, because I had to make sure I close my Facebook first, because that's probably the first thing you should do whenever you're introducing yourself as a relatively public figure. So, no team is fully picked up, so I'm still going to wait up a little bit, just stare at some trees, stare at this nice little tree patch over here versus this tree patch. Huh. Oh no, I would make an intelligent comment about trees, but I don't know enough about trees to make an intelligent comment. So let's just pretend I said something intelligent about that white tree and that red tree inside this green trees field. Anyway, so the whole entire rating side is picked up. So let me go ahead and do introductions on this side. We have Halo on this Invoker, so he's obviously played a lot of Call of Duty. Well, we have Happy Illy Heart on that Silencer. We have you met Jamster? No, I have not met Jamster, sir. But I'm glad you have. On that Nature Prophet, we have Natalie Sportsman, or Natalie Supportman. It's like Natalie Portman, but only support version of her. Lols. And last but not least, for the rating side, that is, we have who the fuck Silas. I'm not gonna pronounce it. I'm not gonna repeat that name anymore. But it has a very cool Mirana costume. I like the hair. I'm loving the hair. I don't know about the giant owl that she's riding, or whatever it's called. I think it's supposed to be a lion, but looks like an owl. It just looks like an owl. But anyway, that sums up the radiant side. Moving on to the dire side, as far as introductions goes, we have Valerie, or Varia, on that bounty hunter. Varia is obviously, or apparently Varia is, just saw the name, it just said the name. Apparently he is, Vigoss from Empire. Either that or... I don't really know. Maybe he's not. Maybe I'm just confused with somebody else. Anyway, we see the engagement coming on top. We get the Shadow Shaman throwing the shackles on top of Broodmother, but she's able to get away. She was able to get on the web just fast enough. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and continue these introductions. We have Obiman, or Obaman, however you want to pronounce it. On that Shadow Shaman, we have DP1 on that Faces Void. Moving on to the mid, we have, who is this on this Pudge? We have Loki O on that Pudge. And I think that was everybody. No, I missed somebody in the jungle. We have at NeStle on that Tide Hunter. This is NeStle. Big shout out to him. Thank you for always giving me these cool, awesome special cast. Because I'm pretty sure other people notice these names, but recognize who these names are and how big these names actually are. And as for me, I will know that eventually. I'm just going to keep procrastinating on it for a little bit, but until then, let me go ahead and bring out these lessons in the night so you guys can see who's farming well. Down bottom, Podman is farming pretty darn well. Silencer's doing a lot of harassment on this bounty hunter. Bounty hunter only has one last hit, but he's not really concerned about last hits. He just wants to get that level 6 and get away. There are no sentries as of yet down this bottom lane, so they're not looking to go for a straight kill on him. But Bounty Hunter's going to walk around here, steal some last hits from the Nature Prophet. He's going to eat a tree and probably kill a tree at the same time. Maybe he can do both, I don't really know. Pops himself a clarity potion so he can go ahead and get his mana back up to get ready to do another Shadow Walk if he has to. Bounty Hunter does not have a lot of mana to begin with, and his mana pool does get depleted pretty fast, so a clarity potion is really nice. He finds himself a Nature Prophet who has a haste rune on top of him, and he's going to throw a Janata Crit on top of it, and then Silence will walk around the corner. Silence like, bro, you better back up, and Bounty Hunter's like, sure, I'll back up for a second. He'll definitely be back. Nature Prophet's going to go ahead and run on home. He has a haste rune. He can move at max movement speed, so he's going to finish, or he's going to use it to get back home. So far, I don't think we've seen any impressive Pudge hooks just yet, but we might see some. As soon as I say that, Pudge is walking around the backside, walking up top, see if he can check for rune. There's no rune up here, but the rune is down. No, never mind. The rune is nowhere. The rune was already picked up or something. I don't really know. Pudge throws a hook, misses the hook, or hooks a creep instead of the Invoker. This is Quas Exort Invoker, so Invoker just got a point of Quas, so that he makes sure he can have that regen whenever he needs it. Quas Exort Invoker just all about CC and damage is so annoying. Well, not so much CC, but just that Cold Snap. Cold Snap's so annoying. Anyway, Shadow Shaman come around the corner. Broom Mother getting stunned very, very unfortunately by this Centaur, and now she's in a lot of trouble. This Shadow thrown on by it. Shadow Shaman is also the Ethel Strike or Ethel Strike, whatever you call it, thrown on top of everything. But it wasn't enough to kill Broom Mother. Broom Mother does have herself a Soul Ring, so that's a really nice item for her to have. She can basically spam her Spiderlings. She is maxing those Spiderlings first, and there's a Centaur placed by Shadow Shaman. Broom Mother did see that. She was barely in range. Shadow Shaman trying to get close enough to get a shackle, but it's not enough. She throws another web down back here, mainly because her spin web gives her some decent regen. Her HP regen goes up by 4 whenever she's on those webs, so it's always good for her to throw a few, or just to stand on it for as long as possible. Because these guys place a Central. Oh wait, I heard a Marana Arrow. Marana Arrow was thrown. It did hit the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter did turn invisible, and I don't think there's any Central Wars placed out here, but if there was a Central War, Bounty Hunter would have definitely been dead. Pudge finds himself bottles himself up an Illusion Rune. He's happy about that. And I mean, really, not much. I mean, yes, some aggression going on around the map, but nothing too big happening just yet. The Marana Arrow was probably pretty nice. It hit the Bounty Hunter while he's invisible, so it didn't really matter. He's able to walk away from that. Central Ward placed up here in his top lane will just make Bruma's life a little bit harder. She's actually doing pretty decently, mainly because she has, how many last hits? 15 last hits in a Suicide Soul lane. That's quite a lot. She's basically just throwing out throwing her Spider Spit, spawn Spiderlings whenever she gets a chance. So that way she can get a last hit and also get some Spiderlings so she can send out the supports, because those Spiderlings do a lot of damage versus that Shadow Shaman. But Shadow Shaman does have the Ether Strike. He is going. It looks like he's going to be maxing that first, or maybe he's just putting a lot of points in that. But that's really good versus the spawn Spiderlings, mainly because it's giant AOE and it targets every single one of them. So just as long as he has vision of them, he can pretty much clear that entire wave. And speaking of which, I really like the fact that they changed the sound effect of that. They make it sound more dangerous as opposed to the old school little lightning, or not even lightning bolt, whatever the heck it sounded like. Anyway, Tidehunter is in the jungle. He just farming up some jungle creeps. He has himself a Quelling Blade and a Stout Shield, so he's going to be here for a little bit before he starts coming out lane. He's the one that gets to his level 6. Bruma's probably going to throw a Spawn Spiderling on top of the Shadow Shaman. No, there's trees coming up everywhere blocking her. Nature Prophet TP's up top. He gets turned into a chicken by Shadow Shaman, and the first blood goes to the Broom Mother. She's able to get the kill with her Spiderlings. Meanwhile, Face of Poison, a little bit of trouble. He's going to try to turn around and get a kill on Broom Mother. Beautiful time lock by him. Nature Prophet throwing out trees, make sure he stays in. Body block coming in from the Spiderlings. Broom Mother's almost able to hold that whole entire hold. Oh my god, so much damage coming to Face of Poison. He dodges one auto attack from Nature's Prophet, but it wasn't enough. He goes down. Broom Mother just showing you the power of Broom Mother. Basically, she can body block the crap out of you with those Spiderlings, and it's so annoying. 2 TPs coming up top. Who is this? This is a I don't know. It's a Tidehunter. Tidehunter just threw out his Anchor Smash. Anchor Smash really good versus pretty much any AOE damage is good versus Spiderlings, no matter what the damage is. So as you can see, it's not really doing a whole bunch of damage because I think he only has 2 points in it. But once he gets that Anchor Smash to level 4, that's a free 225 damage that he'll be doing every 4 seconds to all those spiders in the area. Pretty cool for him. Anyway, Nature Prophet finds himself a Tidehunter. Tidehunter's almost getting body blocked in. He throws out the gush on top of Nature Prophet. Prophet's going to try to TP away. Face of Voice is going to try to go for an auto attack. No, doesn't matter. Tidehunter's able to get the kill. Prophet almost able to get away. Meanwhile, Bruma's in a little bit of trouble. Her web's just right there. If only these guys had Face of Voice ulti, then he could just ulti her and get the kill on top of her. By Face of Voice build, it looks like he's trying to build himself a hand of Midas. He could potentially be building treads, but that'd be pretty weird. Anyway, we see Pudge taking quite a bit of damage from the Invoker. Invoker did throw a cold snap. Shadow Shaman showing up from the middle of nowhere, and the hook from Pudge is going to finish off the kill on top of Invoker. So beautiful rotation coming from the Dire. We got a TP coming mid from Nature Prophet. Nature Prophet will see if he can try to finish off his Pudge. It won't be enough. Pudge has his bottle. He has one more charge, so he can sustain a few more auto attacks from that Prophet. The only thing Profit can do is probably throw a Sprout and then try to get the kill on top of Pudge, but that's a little too risky because Pudge does have his ulti. He also has his hook. He did miss the hook, as we just heard. Face of Void almost going down to the Broodmother. Broodmother one more spawn Spiderlings, spawn Spiderling, and she would have been able to get the kill on top of that. Tidehunter just pushing her out of lane. Just going all bouncer mode on top of her. Down at the bottom, let me go and take a look at these builds. As far as the builds go, I see that Bounty Hunter has a bottle. I've seen that build a few times. I still personally don't like it because I'm bad at controlling runes. Maybe that's just my personal problem. But at any rate, Bounty Hunter going for the bottle. He also just to stay in his lane, just to survive a little bit, give him that burst, mana, and HP regen whenever he needs it. It's not cheap. It's not all that cheap. I mean, just for 75 more gold, you can get yourself a Ring of Basilius. Oh, not a Ring of Basilius. Sorry, you can get yourself a Sage's Mask and a Ring of Regeneration. Anyway, we see TP coming in down bottom for Nature's Prophet. These guys are going to get a quick kill on top of Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman did deny the rune, but at what cost is a big question. Invoker was able to get that kill, so he's pretty happy about that. And I need to continue looking at these items. Right, as far as hold on 1 second, please.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So sorry about that, guys, but sorry about that, guys, but real life does call, and I do have family. My niece wanted to come up and see what I was doing. I showed her around. She was pretty happy about everything. She just walked away all happily. So I had to leave the mic for that. So sorry about that. I don't know what I missed, but I'm getting quite a bit of lag on my part. Hopefully I don't miss too much after this, because that would be pretty horrible. Yeah, this lag is starting to build up. Face of Void does have his ulti. It looks like these guys want to try to go in for this Invoker, and it looks like I'm about to lag out, which would be pretty darn horrible if I do lag out. Come on, you can connect, computer. Don't let me down. Yes, it's not going to let me down. And Invoker's saying, what, WTF? I think he might have died. I don't really know. These guys are going in on top of this Invoker. Invoker is not going down. Where did Face of Void go? I don't know. Pudge goes down. I totally don't know what happened. I'm all like I'm all like Invoker, like WTF. Anyway, Face of Void might find himself a courier, but no, he's going to decide to go down for the bottom and go for a quick kill on top of these two. He does have his ulti up, so he can just go for the kill, but I think, these guys did see him with that courier, and it sounds just trying to run as fast as he can. Bottom is in a lot of trouble. We might see the ulti from Faces. There we go, the ulti from Faces coming out, and he's only silenced. He doesn't really care. Oh, wait, he only lost a little bit of mana, but there's a Mirana taking quite a bit of damage. Star Call used by her, and Face of Void is going to try to go for a quick kill. Not Broodmother. Bounty Hunter threw out a Shuriken toss, but it didn't really matter. Sunstrike thrown by Invoker is going to be, they're going to be able to get the kill on top of the Faces, and I'm getting some lag. This lag is killing me right now. But anyway, Faces did go down for all his troubles, and now Bounty Hunter's in a little bit of trouble. He's out of mana to actually go for anything. Pudge is around the corner, and also Shadow Shaman are around the corner as well to help out. Ulti coming in on top of Invoker from the Pudge, and now Shadow Shaman will probably follow up some CC of his own. He's going to CC the Silencer for some reason. He should have CC'd the Invoker and made it a little bit easier to get that kill. There's the Ethel Strike thrown on top of the Silencer. A negative earn charge, and all Pudge has to do is line up a hook. He doesn't have mana for it. Actually, no, he doesn't have mana for it, but it doesn't matter. Silencer will still be going down to that earn charge. TP coming in from Invoker. Invoker does have phase boost, so he's moving pretty darn fast. He switched to Wex so he can get some more charges, or so he can get some bonus move speed. And now we will see Pudge going down. Nature's Prophet is going to TP down bottom just to make sure these guys get the kill. There's a trees are all killed. Positive earn charge thrown on top of Pudge, and he's gonna continue running like a man that he is. Run, Pudge, run for your life. You can do it. TP coming in from somebody, but it doesn't matter. Pudge is dead before he gets here. Mirana would have loved to have that kill, but it was not in her chronology, I guess, if you want to put it in Face of Void terms. So Broodmother is just hanging on top. She's going to camp this top lane as long as possible. She wants to stay up here. Versus this Tidehunter, she's pretty happy about that. Tidehunter can't really do anything but throwing a few Anchor Smash. It is Anchor Smash level 4, so it's doing quite a considerable amount of damage, especially considering the fact that he can activate every 4 seconds. But all in all, Broodmother has herself a Soul Ring. She also has herself her ulti. She can heal up whenever she needs to. She can heal on demand, and she can also send her spiders to jungle, as you can see her doing down here. In the mid, what do we see? We see Faces Void taking a little bit of damage from the Invoker. Invoker did switch to XR. Bounty Hunter's one in the corner. Bounty Hunter throws out a track on top of the Invoker. Smoke up on Pudge, so Invoker doesn't know that Pudge is here. All he has to do is line up the hook. Oh my gosh, almost able to get the hook, but Invoker just dodging. His sixth sense was tingling. He knew something was wrong, and the Pudge was not able to get it. Pudge is still under the effect of smoke, by the way. So a Bounty Hunter walking down here just to make sure the Invoker doesn't pick up any bottle or any runes, and the rune was down bottom. I think Pudge's smoke is still up on top of him, so he's going to see if he can catch. He just went invisible. He knows that somebody's around. He's trying to see if he can find himself a Prophet, but there's no Prophet here. Prophet decided to walk the other way. Prophet saves his own life with that pathing. Brewmother trying her hardest to get a surround on top of his Titan. Titan has just found himself a Brewmother. He does have his ulti. He can't use it if he needs to. So much micro coming in from his Brewmother. He's trying to get the quick kill. There's an Anchor Smash by Titan. Titan does have his ulti. He will use it if he has to. Sunstrike coming from Invoker. Ulti from Titan, but it wasn't enough. It doesn't matter. He goes down. He loses his ulti and he loses his life and a kill. But the kill does go to Invoker, not the Brewmother. The kill going to either way. It doesn't really matter. A kill's a kill. Anyway, we see Pudge getting chased by the Courier. The Courier just scouting him out. All Pudge has to do is turn around and throw a few auto attacks. And we see a beautiful war trap coming from the Shadow Shaman on top of the Invoker. There's a hook out for by the Bounty Hunter. I'm not really sure what he wanted to do with that. Maybe he wanted the Bounty Hunter to kill the Courier, but the Courier just being a boss. Courier just scouting out everything, saying, "Hey guys, he's over here, bro. He's over here, bro." So a beautiful micro by whoever that was with that Courier, but all in all, it didn't pay out all that well. They weren't able to get the kill to follow it up. Meanwhile, up top, we see Brewmother still farming. I don't think I finished talking about the items. I think I was interrupted by my niece, who is my niece is awesome. She's well behaved, and she's about 1.5 years old. I think she turns 2 in April or something like that. I don't remember. But anyway, as far as items go, we see Orcus coming up on that Brewmother. She also has a soul ring, so she's pretty much set in her lane. She wants to stay up here as long as possible. She has 2.6k gold in her bank account, so she wants to farm a whole bunch. She can buy that Oblivion, or she can buy the Orchids right now, actually. I'm not sure if she's bought her second Oblivion staff. Maybe she has a courier going to the shop just to go get it to her. But an Orchid's on Brewmother is so annoying to deal with because she can pretty much silence you and then just do a crap ton of damage before you can get away. And I hear Pudge uses ulti. Where's Pudge uses ulti? I can't find Pudge. Where's Pudge? Oh gosh, why is this here? Go away. Wait, Pudge did use his ulti. He got to kill on top of Nature's Prophet. And now these guys are all on top. I see Invoker. I see Bounty Hunter scouting out everything. He's saying, "Hey, bro, these guys are here." Bounty Hunter looks like he's trying to build himself a drum. And we might see some action happening soon. We got Brewmother throwing out a spawn spiraling on top of Faces Void. Faces Void is pretty low. What was that? That sounded weird. Pudge throws out a hook. Hook does not hit anything. He has himself a haste rune. That's what it was. So haste rune up on Pudge. Pudge is able to move at the speed of smell. And they're going to try to catch the Brewmother. Brewmother is ultied up. Faces Void's ulti is down here as well. Ulti coming in. Or sorry, Meatball. Definitely Blast coming from Invoker. Invoker able to get a double kill. I think he died from the fire. Now Pudge's in a lot of trouble. He gets hit with the spawn finally. Titan's right around the corner. His ulti's up in 22 seconds. Negative Earn tries to throw on Brewmother, but I think her regen on her web will definitely be fighting this pretty well. Yeah, she will be able to survive mainly because of her web. She's going to activate her ulti just to make sure she gets a few auto attacks, make sure she can stay alive, and she's going to TP home. Meanwhile, this fight still continues. Dagon from Nature's Prophet thrown on top of Pudge. Pudge might get hit by his arrow. Oh no, Tidehunter blocks it for him. Tidehunter says, you're okay, bro, you're good. And Tidehunter's ulti is up. He will be using it as soon as he can. No, it doesn't matter. He goes down a little too fast. He goes down to the Marana Star Call. There's Pudge throwing out a hook on top of somebody. I didn't see who it was. I think he was trying to go for a kill on top of Nature's Prophet just to make sure he didn't survive. Sunstrike thrown out by Invoker. Invoker's Sunstrike does miss everybody. And everybody's able to make it out alive. So that was a pretty intense engagement. The Radiant did win out ultimately in that one because they got a free tower and they got a kill. I think they had a net gain of 1 kill. Or maybe they got 2 kills. I don't really know. I know Tidehunter went down. I see Prophet went down. I don't know if anybody else for the Radiant went down or anybody else for the Dire. Actually, no, I do. Bounty Hunter did go down. So yeah, they definitely won out in that engagement. They're going to continue pushing this middle tower. Pudge throws out a hook. Hook does miss. He catches himself a creep. Track thrown on top of Brewmother, so she can't go invisible anymore. But it doesn't matter. She has an Orchid. She's relatively survivable, especially versus somebody like a Tidehunter, Bounty Hunter, or a Pudge. Mainly because she can silence him. If she can silence you, you can't really do much. Or maybe the Bounty Hunter can do a little bit. And Tidehunter, if Brewmother does, oh wait, hold on, we got Marana getting caught out. I don't know how she got caught over there, but ulti from Tidehunter used just to make sure that these guys get the kill on top of that. Tidehunter picking up that kill with that ulti. I think he might have wanted to say that for later, but it doesn't really matter. A fight is going to continue going through. Bounty Hunter is going to try to see if he can catch himself a Prophet. There's an Invoker right around the corner. Sentry War for the Dire is placed in this middle, or in the river, so they can't see the Brewmother no matter where she goes. The Shadow Shaman taking so much damage. He goes down to the Orchid's burn. Actually, he went down to the Invoker damage. All that said, I think he would have went down regardless, mainly because of the Orchid Burn. Orchid Burn does 30% of the damage, and Shadow Shaman took more than... Or sorry, Okay, burn deals 30% of the damage that you took in the course of the 5 seconds that you were silenced, and Shadow Shaman took a crap ton of damage. His HP is not all that high, but yeah, his HP is not all that high, and all the damage that he took, he would definitely would have died one way or another. Anyway, we see Pudge trying to get a kill on top of Broodmother. Broodmother is visible on the by the tower, but she's just being the boss. She's gonna go ahead and silence out the Pudge, make sure Pudge doesn't do anything funny. And now I'm trying to follow this Pudge, see if Pudge can land a hook. There's a Curry over here. What's Radiant's Curry is over here scouting out. Oh no, that was Dire's Courier. Dire's Courier was over here. It almost died to the Broodmother. Broodmother's going to walk away. Pretty happy about her gains. Meanwhile, top tower is getting pushed by the Faceless Void. Faceless Void still hasn't really built anything out of this Glove of Haste. Maybe he's trying to build that Hand of Midas, but if he is, he needs to hurry up and build it. The sooner you can build it, the better, because Hand of Midas takes 10 minutes to pay for itself, assuming that you use it every single time it's off cooldown. That's not all that. That's not really mechanically possible. Broodmother's going to try to go in for kill on top of Pudge. Pudge taking quite a bit of damage. He will be going down to the mana burn. He pops himself a wand. No, he does not go down. He throws a hook on top of Broodmother. Broodmother gets pulled back in. Ulti from Pudge, and this ulti from Faceless Void just make sure that she goes down, and she will be going down. Pudge making some beautiful plays down there. Oh, he goes down to the Prophet. Prophet or Party Pooper. That's right, press R, Prophet. So NeStle Prophet able to get the last hit on top of Pudge mainly because of the ulti. Global ulti OP. If it was an Ancient Apparition, it probably still would have happened. But definitely good engagement coming out from the Pudge, able to at least get the kill on top of Broodmother, who is the primary carry for the Dire side. Oh, sorry, for the Radiant side. That said, Silencer can be a carry, and so can... Wait, Silencer can be the carry, NeStle Prophet can be the carry, Mirana can be the carry. Pretty much everybody on the side of the Radiant can be the carry. But Broodmother is that primary carry. She's more scary when she gets items. Prophet can just TP everywhere, have a Chrysalis and Daedalus, and then destroy you. But he is building Dagon, so he's kind of limiting himself in that aspect. You know, Bounty Hunter's waiting around the corner, trying to see if he can get a quick kill on top of the NeStle Prophet. Mirana ulti used, Bounty Hunter going down pretty darn fast. Arrow from Mirana thrown on top of Tide Hunter. Tide Hunter will be going down on the backside of that, but Faceless Void will be able to get the kill on top of Prophet. So more gold for him, more gold for Bounty Hunter now. Oh guys, Faceless Void's in a lot of trouble. He can't really do anything. Shadow Shaman turns somebody into a chicken. I don't think it really matters. He's going to try to go toe-to-toe. Invoker gets himself a war trap, but it doesn't matter. Invoker has himself phase boots. He will be able to phase out of this if he really wants to. So he's able to get out of that. Meanwhile, Faceless Void dies around the backside of this, and there's an arrow thrown out by Mirana. It misses the Pudge. Pudge can't turn around and throw the hook, but no, it's too much around here. Invoker with that force staff, so annoying. He force staffs forward. There's a silence thrown on top of Pudge. Pudge's going to force staff himself around, up the hill, and he'll be trying to do the next level jukes. Broodmother's moving super fast on that web. Will they be able to catch him? I think they will be able to catch him. There's a positive earn charge thrown on top of the Pudge. A track thrown on top of the Broodmother by the Pudge. Or sorry, by the Bounty Hunter. Just to make sure that Pudge can run away fast enough, but it wasn't enough. Bounty Hunter really wants to go for his kill on top of his Silencer, but he will be losing his life as a result. I was like, that was Invoker. And Invoker just turns around, throws a cold snap, and there's Bounty Hunter going down for his greed. Ulti from Ninja probably pushed it out all the lanes, and there's Invoker saying, really?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So, looking at these items, I'm going to start with the Dire and I'll start from the bottom, move way up. There is a Maelstrom up on that Faceless Void, so he is going to be building his attack speed first. He did decide against that Hand of Midas, and will we see an engagement happen up here? We see a Broodmother going toe-to-toe with a Tide Hunter illusion. So much getting thrown on top of Tide Hunter, and Tide is cool with that. He doesn't really care. There's another illusion. Spawn Spiderlinks does work on illusions. I didn't know that at all. Don't worry, that's right guys, you saw it here first. Excuse me. It's like I need water or something to survive. Anyway, haste rune up on NeStle Prophet. NeStle Prophet has that Dagon level 2. He's pretty happy about that. I'm always against Dagons until I die by him. But anyway, somebody get turned into a chicken. Who was that? Broodmother got turned into a chicken. She was an invisible chicken at that. Pudge throws out a hook. Hook does miss. If that hook would have hit, it definitely would have spelled the doom of whoever that was. Time Hunter ulti is up in 20-something seconds. He gets forced that forward by the Pudge. They want to get him in that fight. Arrow thrown out by Mirana. It does not hit any. Oh wait, it does hit somebody. But no, it doesn't hit anybody. Dagon using top of Pudge. Everything getting used on top of Pudge. Pudge will be going down to this Curse of Silence from that Silencer. Now we got the fight happening inside the Chronosphere from Faceless Void. Jeez, I'm getting my heroes mixed up. Tornado thrown by Invoker, and someone's going around the backside. Shadow Shaman throws out the Easy Strike, but it doesn't matter. He goes down to Silencer. Silencer doing so much damage, and these guys are fighting under the Shadow Shaman wards and still winning the fight. That kind of tells you how ahead these guys are. Alcrity, whatever. How do you pronounce that? Throw on top of Broodmother so she can attack a little bit faster, take down that tower just that much faster. NeStle Prophet TP'd home, he TP'd back in, and he was able to help his team push down the tower. Mirana gets the last hit on that top of that tower, and I think this game is getting a little out of hand. Mirana has himself a NeStle, and I never finish looking at these items, I swear. One of these days, I'll look at these items in one go, and then you guys will be happy and rejoice. But until then, I will slowly slug through all these items and talk about every single one like it's new or something. We see Power Chariots and a Maelstrom, Maelstrom up on top of that Faceless Void. He's pretty happy about those items. He probably wants to have a lot more. He needs a lot more farm, but he has been struggling a lot in the earlier game. As far as Shadow Shaman goes, Shadow Shaman is playing supportive role, so we see wars on him and boots in the one. I mean, that's really all we can expect to see. Force Staff will be a beautiful item for him to have, but he doesn't have the gold for it. Speaking of Force Staff, Pudge has himself a Force Staff. He also has an Urn, so he's looking to be as gank heavy as possible. Meanwhile, we got Engagement coming on that bottom. Who's this? This is Broommother about to go down. This will be track gold. Pudge throws on the hook. The hook does miss. Broommother moving so fast, she throws another web. There's another track gold on Broommother. Broommother will be ultimately going down, but Bounty Hunter did die. That's not good at all. They want Bounty Hunter alive for as long as possible. NeStle Boy was silenced up by the Broommother. NeStle Prophet is going to try to body block as much as he can with these trees, but no, it doesn't matter. He will be going down. Lucky time lock coming from the Faceless Boy. Instant buyback from the Prophet. He wants to use his hand to minus probably. Yeah, his hand is up in 28 seconds. I think he could have survived long enough. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. He bought back. Sunstrike thrown by Invoker over on top of the Faceless Void. I think Faceless Void dodged that. He's going to time walk away. There's an arrow thrown by Mirana. Mirana ulti activated, so these guys want to go for something. Whoa, who's this getting caught out? I don't really know. Who this is? Prophet. That's Prophet getting caught out. Central Ward placed over here, so these guys know that the Radiant are up here. They're going to go for the fight. Mirana's Mantis. Oh my gosh, Mirana getting caught just on the tail end of that. Are you kidding me? She goes down. Faceless Void with a beautiful ulti. And Silencer trying to get the lines hit on top of Faceless Void. There's a crying face thrown off by Mirana. Pudge taking quite a bit of damage. He will be going down to the Silencer's ability. Oh no, he'll be going down to the Invoker auto attacks. Invoker's dove quite far to go for that. Will he be able to survive? I think he will be able to. He has all his Exo Essences up. He throws on the meatball. Will he be able to throw out anything else? No, he's out of mana. He can't really do much. And he will be going down. Faceless Void will be staying alive. And that fight did go very badly for the Radiant. If you guys couldn't really tell, ulti thrown out by Pudge and ulti thrown out by Bounty Hunter on Bruno. Bruno's in quite a bit of trouble. She activates her Orchids. Negative Urn charge throws out Bruno. Bruno moves so freaking fast on those webs. Those are webs level 4, and she's trying to get away as fast as she can. She jukes the hook from Pudge, and she will probably be turning around trying to get the kill on top of him if he decides to dive any more further. NeStle Prophet is TPing down bottom. Pudge is waiting around the corner. He's trying to get his bottle charges up, himself up. There's a tree thrown out by NeStle Prophet. And Prophet will find himself a Pudge. Probably not the best Pudge that he wanted to find, but he found a Pudge nonetheless. Pudge force-stabbed himself out in the wrong direction. He's in quite a bit of trouble. There's a lot of nukes getting thrown towards him. He does have 10 stacks inside his flesh heap. There's Titan to come around the corner to save his life. Ulti from Titan. These guys will be going on top of Broommother. They can't get the kill. Shadow Shaman's right around the corner to make sure everybody stays slow. There is the Ether Strike hitting everything. And now they're probably in quite a bit of trouble. Arrow thrown by Mirana. She will be picking herself off by Shadow Shaman. Meanwhile, this fight continues around the front side. We see Prophet about to TP away. Ulti from Pudge throws off a Prophet, so Prophet can't go anywhere. Now, and this fight is still continuing. Pudge is trying to TP away. Mirana does not have an arrow. Oh my gosh, Tornado just barely missing that Pudge. And Tidehunter is on the run. Tidehunter will be able to make it. Yes, he will be able to make it. He dodges that arrow. That pretty much spells his life. That pretty much spells his survival. I mean, and now Mirana's in a little bit of trouble. Invoker's around the backside just to protect her. And Tidehunter is able to get that Kraken Shell to pop. He pops himself, or Drum Charge popped by the Bounty Hunter to make sure his teammate can get away. And that fight does end on a high note for the Dire at that. They got the kill on top of Bruma. They also got the kill on top of Prophet. And they kept their carry alive. Actually, no, sorry. And they kept Pudge alive. Well, I mean, keeping Pudge alive is not really all that relevant. But the top tower is about to go down for the Radiant side, so Faceless Void trying to do as much damage as he can. He is building that Melnir first. Not all that unusual, just the Melnir first. He said, oh my god, he finds the ulti on top of Silencer. Silencer's taking quite a bit of damage. Silencer will be going down. He has a mechanism, but it doesn't matter. Faceless Void just able to solo kill that. I mean, not too surprised about that. Now he's on the run from his Broommother because he knows the Broommother following his TP, or his probably come around the backside. And oh my gosh, will he be able to make it alive? Yes, he will be able to make it out alive. That Sunstrike, it feels a little bit early. That Sunstrike would have definitely ended his life, but it doesn't matter. Nature's Void. Yes, Nature's Void. Or Faceless Prophet. Yeah, there you go. Faceless Prophet able to make it out alive. No. Faceless Void able to make it out of there just by TPing out. Very good. Very good. What's the word I'm looking for? Something about making your decisions decide. Oh, there you go. Very good decisiveness on his part. Getting up just in time, surviving. BKB coming up on Titan. Tidehunter wants to make sure he's not stunned so that he can use his ulti and also make sure he's not silenced by that Broommother. As always with the items, I will take 10 times to go through them. I'm going to actually make it through this on this time though, guys. Starting with the Orchids on top of the Broomella. The Orchid's the biggest item she has. She's trying to build herself a BKB. She'll be happy about that once that's up. So that means she can do as much auto attack damage as possible. Manta Style already up on Mirana. She's trying to build herself a Diffusal Blade as well. Diffusal Blade will be pretty darn annoying for her to have. Pretty cool for her to have as well. I see a little bit of engagement coming on, but no, I will focus. Continuing on the items, see Force Staff, Phase Boots, and Drum up on Invoker. Nothing too special about that. That's pretty much standard items. Force Staff is so annoying because he can just perma chase you, throw out the cold snaps at a whim. Moving on to Silencer. Silencer is playing supportive role, so I don't really expect to see him have much. He has himself Treads and a Mechanism, so that's cool for him. And we might see an engagement happen on here. Oh god, I can't stick to my word, guys. These guys keep fighting. Sunstrike thrown out by Invoker. It does hit the Bounty Hunter. Probably the one they wanted to hit. Star Call thrown out by Mirana. And there's a Bounty Hunter making it alive. Positive Earn Charge from the Pudge thrown on top of him. Ulti from Silencer thrown out. There's a Observer Ward, Central Ward placed out here by Shadow Shaman. They want to make sure they get all the kills on top of all these guys. Make sure there's no invisibility. Invoker throw out the Meatball is able to do a lot of. Oh my god, Bruma just turn around, throw out this Spawn Spiderling on top of Faces Void, able to get that kill. And now Shadow Shaman's in a little bit of trouble. He's trying to run away as fast as he can. He has two familiars chasing him, and there's a cold snap thrown by Invoker. He will be going down to the one way or another. He will definitely be going out. Meanwhile, Silencer's taking quite a bit of damage from Shadow Shaman. Surfer Wards, Sunstrike thrown out by Invoker over here. They want to get the kill on top of this Pudge. Pudge having those stacks of Flesh Heap definitely helping him out because every point in Flesh Heap I think gives him 16% magic resistance. It gives him extra strength for every point. That's what it is. Okay. I was under the impression that Flesh Heap gave you extra magic resistance, but that's not true. And cool. Then we got a little bit quiet time. I'm going to continue looking through the items. I think what item was that? I was at Silencer. Cool. I was at Silencer. So moving on to Nature's Prophet has himself Dagon level 3. I'm almost good at telling which Dagon level this is just by looking at the picture, guys. I'm getting there. I'm getting professional at this, guys. Heck yeah. We see no Diffusal Blade yet on top of Mirana, so I'm not gonna comment on that too much. Nature's Prophet has himself that Dagon level 3, and he also has that Hand of Miners. He had that Hand of Miners relatively early, so it's pretty much paid for itself already. But he has been dying quite a bit, if I do remember correctly. Moving on to the dire side, we see Bounty Hunter doesn't have anything special just yet. He has himself a Drum. Drum is a really cool item for him to have because it helps him chase, it helps him run away, it helps him save his teammates, and it just gives him a nice little increase in stats in general. And we see, oh my gosh, I hit an ulti from Pudge down here. I was able to get the kill on top of Nature's Prophet.
You call him Prophet.
And there's an arrow thrown out by Mirana. Dust thrown out by somebody, by the support, and Pudge is trying to get away. There's a tornado thrown by Invoker. We'll be stopping that. Pudge is in quite a bit of trouble.
I'll do the same for you.
And Pudge has himself a Shadow Blaze. That's pretty cool for him. He'll be able to jump in and jump out of those fights. But with all the detection on the side of the Radiant, I don't know how wise that would be for him to pick up. Mainly because they want to make sure that they know where the Bounty Hunter is. They'll also be countering the Pudge. I'm pretty sure we'll see a gem on the side of the Radiant relatively soon. And continuing with items, wait, I hear Orchid's up top. Bruma is trying to get a kill on top of somebody. She's trying to get a kill on top of Titan just barely dodging that Sunstrike from Invoker. Invoker just a little bit off. Bounty Hunter is going to throw out track on top of Bruma. The Bruma is in a little bit of trouble. Will they be going in for it? There are 3 over here. And oh my gosh, that freaking Anchor Smash is destroying all those fighters. Giving free gold to Titan. Titan has himself a BKB, so he's pretty happy about that. Bounty Hunter just hit himself level 12. And now you take a look at these levels. Titan has the most last hits. Wow. Anchor Smash OP. We see a fight happening on top of here. We see Face Boy trying to go on top of the Mirana. Mirana is not going to be, or he's not going to be able to get the kill on top of her. He's silenced up by the Invoker. He's going to go ahead and TP out while he can. And there's nothing to stop him. Oh my gosh, yes, there is something to stop him. This is a Sunstrike from Invoker hitting just in time. Able to get that kill. And these guys will be farming up the Ancient. Because there's just a single one. But I think Face Void decided to farm the Ancient instead of, as opposed to TPing away. Maybe if he would just TP'd away, he would have made it alive. Or potentially the Ancient did help end his life. But he was almost able to get away. Diffusal Blade finally up on Mirana. She's happy with that. And continue on with the items. I think I was talking about the dire side last time I stopped. We see Force Staff, BKB, and Mana Boots up on that Tide Hunter. So Tide Hunter's pretty happy with his item choices so far. What will he be building next? I don't really know. He has a BKB, he has a Force Staff. What more does he want? Maybe a Blink Dagger, maybe a Mechanism, because this team does not have a Mechanism just yet. Although I am expecting Shadow Shaman to be building that. Moving on, we see a Shadow Blade, and also see a Force Staff up on that Pudge. So Pudge is just looking to be as evasive as possible. What Pudge can do is, I think Pudge can activate his ult and then pop the Shadow Blade so these guys can't target him. But these guys will be trying to go in for Roshan. Pudge is trying to wait out the best he can. They know he's over here. There's Central placing him in the river, and Pudge is in quite a bit of trouble. He's getting all the CC thrown on top of him. He goes down. Tidehunter goes around the corner, throws out the ulti, and is able to catch everybody. Throws the BKB as well. He's trying to shoot everybody away. There's a death pot by somebody, I don't really know. The Dire able to get the kill on top of Roshan, but the Aegis is snatched by the Broodmother. And that's all they really wanted. They don't really care about the gold that you get from Roshan, but the Shadow Summon's Surfing Ward's able to get do enough damage to get the kill on top of that. He probably wanted to deny it as well, but it wasn't enough. Meanwhile, we see Mirana going down to, or Bounty Hunter going down to the Mirana. And I think the last thing I was continuing looking at the items, because it takes forever to look at the items. I guess Bounty Hunter's the last one. He doesn't really have anything special. He has some phase boosts, cool. That's really it. So cool, I finished talking about the items. Let's call it a wrap at that, and continue on looking at the action. As far as the action goes, I need to take a look at the hero levels. As far as the hero levels goes, pretty much everybody's level 16 except for the supports and Bounty Hunter. So Bounty Hunter's struggling quite a bit. Not really hitting his stride just yet. I don't think he was able to get out of his lane. He wasn't really able to roam as much as he probably wanted to go for those kills in between lane, because that's pretty much where Bounty Hunter shines, when he starts roaming around and just destroying everything. And we got TP coming in from, who is this, Pudge? Pudge wants to see if he can catch somebody. His ulti thrown out by Faces Void, and Pudge is doing rot on top of Invoker. Invoker's taking quite a bit of damage from that. Ulti from Pudge will be coming on top of somebody soon. Somebody gets turned to a chicken. Invoker gets turned to a chicken. He gets hooked back in by the Pudge, and there's a lot of damage being done. Aegis' pot on the Broodmother. Faces Void does go down, not good at all. And Pudge is going to get a kill on top of Mirana. Triple kill for him, and he will Shadow Blade away. Sunstrike thrown by Invoker will be catching Pudge. No, Pudge decided to turn back away. And now Broodmother is just going to destroy these guys' racks. These guys need to defend this. Tidehunter's ulti is up another 50 seconds, but it's not soon enough. Shadow Shot will have Surfing Wards soon. I think he's trying to save everything up for that. Faces Void does buy back. His ulti is on cooldown for another 65 seconds. When he has that up, things will be going better for these guys, but he doesn't have it up just yet. Anyway, Pudge is able to heal up off Earn Charges and off of Prayer, and they're going to go for the kills on Prophet. Just make sure he doesn't go away and throw an ulti from Pudge on top of him. And the Faces Void did buy back. Track gold goes to everybody, I think. Pretty much everybody. And speaking of which, I need to take a look at these gold graph. As far as the gold graph goes, the gold graph has been in favor of the Radiant almost the entire game. That's not good at all, considering the fact that the Dire have a Bounty Hunter. That pretty much means that all the kills have been going in the favor of the Radiant. And Bounty Hunter with track gold, it typically spells that his team won't be winning all of those team fights. Pretty much any team fight you have with when you have a Bounty Hunter in your team, any team fight you have against the enemy team, your team is expected to win out in the team fight, even if you lose one more person than they do. Mainly because track gold does make up for that, especially if everybody's involved. So that's always one thing. That's always the thing to consider. So it kind of shows you how dominating the Radiant have been. As far as the XP graph goes, the XP graph is a little bit more accurate. If there was no Bounty Hunter involved in the situation, actually no, I take it back, because that wouldn't make sense at all. So I was about to say, if there's no Bounty Hunter involved in the situation, then the XP graph would be a little bit more towards the Dire. But that's not relevant. That doesn't matter, guys. That doesn't apply. So I'm changing my statement up because I can. I'm the caster. I get to say what goes. Heck yeah. Check me out on my caster status. Anyway, as far as the XP graph goes, as I was saying about the XP graph is relatively irrelevant, because the longer and longer the game goes on, the closer and closer that converts to 0. And as you guys can see, the Radiant were at a point way high in the XP graph, but it did converge back to 0. So that graph does fluctuate a little bit too much to be predicting things. Anyway, you see who's this Bounty Hunter getting, not Bounty Hunter, Shadow Shaman getting caught out very badly. I think he was just trying to walk around and ward everything, or maybe he was trying to farm in the jungle, but it doesn't matter. He goes down. I see. What was that? I don't know what that was. I think it was roses. Anyway, whatever that was, I think it was a result of Shadow Shaman dying. But at any rate, Shadow Shaman does go down. These guys are looking for as many ganks as possible. I think they might have smoked up here. They could have potentially smoked up here. Invisibility rune up on the Invoker. We got a TP coming out from somebody. Yeah, so his Faces Void TPing away. He doesn't want to die. He's trying to build himself what looks to be either a Battlefield, or no, he's trying to build himself a Chrysalis. He did decide to go for that Melnir and then go for the damage. So he wanted to attack me first. We see Nature probably getting caught out by the Pudge. Or sorry, not Nature Prophet, Silencer. Silencer getting caught out by the Pudge, and Pudge is just trying to be as annoying as possible, throwing the rot around top of that Silencer. Silencer will be going down soon. There's a curse of Silencer thrown by the Pudge. And there's also a, whoa, guys, Pudge forced himself forward. And his Face Boy coming from the backside, able to catch 3 inside of his Chronos, but he's going to go for the quick kill on top of Mirana, because Mirana is the most annoying, followed by the Invoker, because Invoker is just annoying. Bounty is able to get the kill on top of that, but it doesn't matter. Face Boy does go down, not good at all, but he's able to get himself a double kill. I think Bounty Hunter is silenced up by the Broodmother, and he will be going down. I think the ulti from Mirana was used. Oh my gosh, Nature Prophet gets hooked back in by the Pudge, and Pudge will be throwing the ulti out on top of Nature Prophet soon. No, Nature Prophet has himself a Shadow Blade by the looks of it. Now it's Mirana ulti. And it's ulti coming from Tidehunter catching everybody. He throws up an Anchor Smash just to make sure everything catches. Mirana arrow just barely misses everything, and Mirana Marana pops the main stop. She wants to go for the kill on top of who is it? Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman will be seeing himself die. There's a Marana getting killed on top of that. He did shackle the wrong thing, and Tyler's going to go for the kill on top of Marana. No, Banner's going to go for the kill on top of Marana. There's a gem on the ground. Marana's going to risk her life to go get it, but she will be dying. That gem does not belong to her. So she will be going. She'll be losing her life for going for that. Banner does get purged up by the Marana, but it doesn't really matter. Marana will still be going down. She turns around, throws an arrow. She's trying to be as survivable as she can, but no, it doesn't matter. Gem on the ground. Nobody's going to pick it up. What is this? Banner finds the gem. He's going to go ahead and pick it up for himself because it's useful for his team.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Because they'll do two things. One, it'll help them de-ward and also help them find out whenever Marana's using her ulti. Marana's using her ulti. I think there's a Shadow Blade on Prophet as well. No Shadow Blade on Prophet. Prophet just has the Marana ulti on him. And also Broodmother. He has Broodmother as well. So Banner can pretty much just walk towards a Broodmother's web and see if there's a Broodmother there. If there's a Broodmother there, he shall throw out his track. So it's kind of like an if statement. I don't know about you guys, but I made a programming class, so I do know about all these if stuffs and if else and else if and if case studies and all that blah blah. So pretty much Bounty Hunter is a walking if statement, guys. Pretty much if he sees Broodmother on the web, then he will do this. Else if he will not do this. Makes sense, right? Makes sense? I can totally type a whole entire program about Dota. Anyway, aside from all the nerd stuff, let me go ahead and look at the rest of the graphs that I have been neglecting pretty much. Let's take a look at the XP graph. We can see that Pudge has been sucking up the most XP mainly because he's been involved in a lot of kills. That Shadow Blade definitely paying for itself. And now, oh guys, speaking of which, speaking of the devil, we got a kill going down bottom on top of this silencer. Face of Void able to get the last hit on top of that, but Pudge is still involved in that kill. He has 19 flesh heaps. He's been involved in 19 kills. Sorry, he's been alive for the 19 kills that he's been involved, but he's only been involved in, well, okay, he's been around 19 kills. He's been involved in 23 of those. So I'll go ahead and bring up the kills, deaths, and assists as well. Face of Void ulti is off cooldown, so he can use that whenever he wants to. Just trying to see if they can catch on anybody. He does have himself a Chrysalis. He's trying to build himself that Daedalus. He's only at 650 gold right now, so he's a little ways away from that. Meanwhile, Broodmother really hasn't changed since she built Orchid. She has a BKB. I think she had that last time we saw her. So that's cool for her. We see Face of Void walking around the corner, find himself a Broodmother. Broodmother will be going down to all this, what's it? I don't know why Face of Void is standing still. Oh god, okay, lag. Oh god, no, bad lag. You can do it. So Punch is going to continue the ulti. That's the infinite loop ulti. And will they get the kill on top of Broodmother? I don't think they got the kill. No, they did not get the kill on top of Broodmother. Broodmother stayed alive because of Marana ulti. There's a tornado thrown out by Invoker. Now Punch is in quite a bit of trouble. He's going to go ahead and TP away while he can. He gets cold snapped up. He will be on a Shadow Blade soon, but no, he is dusted up. So it doesn't really matter where he runs. These guys can't see him. Oh my gosh, the dust runs out just in time. Last word thrown out by the silencer, but Pudge died to the Broodmother? Okay. Oh, okay. This does damage over time? What? I didn't know that. Hold on. Anyway, we saw Pudge go down to the Broodmother. I'm not too sure how he died by her, but he definitely did die by her. I mean, that's what it says right there. Broodmother just pwned Pudge's head. Okay, I'm a little shocked about that too. I thought I didn't. Yeah, Broodmother doesn't have any dots, does she? It'll make sense if Broodmother did have dots because she's a freaking spider. I mean, wouldn't the spider have dots? Maybe it was her Spiderling. Yeah, it's her Spiderlings. Okay, so her Spiderlings were able to get an auto attack off the top on top of Pudge apparently, and the duration of that is 6 seconds. Or sorry, 6 second duration. It does 4 damage, so that was just enough to kill Pudge. We got Situate placed down by the Dire. In the front, they're trying to make sure they see who's around this high ground. They did prepare for this pretty well. Broodmother's going to throw his Spiderlings on the backside. See Tyler's going in with the ulti. He also throws out the Shiva's Guard. I didn't know he had that as well. He has BKB as well. And they're going to try to go toe-to-toe with Broodmother. But Broodmother pops her BKB. She's trying to run away. Face Void throws the ulti on the backside. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to take advantage of it though. He gets hit by an arrow by Marana, and now he will be going down soon. He's going to go ahead and turn around and go home. Go home, faces you drunk. Marana's going to be able to get the kill with the diffuser blade down here, trying to do what he can to keep his teammate alive. Tyrants is still back into this fight, and here's Pudge running around in the middle of nowhere. He has a Shadow Blade up. He's trying to slow down everybody as much as he can, try to do as much as he can. Tyrants gets hit with the arrow. This ulti from Pudge thrown on top of somebody. I didn't see who it was. Dust popped by Silencer. These guys are trying to get this fight. It's definitely blasted on by Invoker. I don't know who's going to win this fight at all. We see Silencer taking a little bit of damage. There's the ulti from Marana finally coming out, and her team will be running away. But there's 2 tracks, 1 track on the Silencer, 1 track on Marana. And the Radiant did win that fight. It was a hard-fought fight, but they did in fact win it. Broodmother didn't take well, she did take a lot of damage, but she did use her ulti to heal up. And we see Nature Prophet able to get the kill on top of somebody. I didn't see who it was. Okay, he's able to get a kill on top of Tidehunter with the ulti. The creeps are OP, and this player's gonna go ahead and go to the 4-step to the side and try to hook somebody away. But I don't think that's what he wanted. He goes down, and I think the Dire will probably be losing their bottom tower as a result of the Shadow Shaman is the only one close to being up, and all he can really do is just stand there and turn somebody into a chicken. That's really all he can do. His ulti's on cooldown, so that's not good. And I'm getting more and more lag on my part. Hopefully things do reconnect. There we go. Reconnect to come in. And the Invoker just hitting so hard. I think that really the story of this game has been been between the Broodmother and the Pudge. It's been a battle of the Broodmother and the Pudges. Faceless Void, yes, Faceless Void is the carry. Faceless Void did come in and get those key kills, but Pudge has been setting up all the ganks. But unfortunately, things have not been going all in the favor, or all the way that he wanted them to go. This bottom tower will be going out. I don't know if this bottom racks will be going down as well. Maybe it will be. Mirana throws out an arrow, hits Faceless Void right on top of the head. Faceless Void does have his ulti up, so he can't use that. Just go in and engage the fight soon. There, arrow is off of him. He's trying to wait for his team to get around for a little bit, or wait for these guys to gather up. There you go. Faceless Void jumps in, throws out the ulti. Mirana's able to leap out just in time, and now we'll see who. Oh my gosh. We see Faceless Void exploding to that Nature Prophet. Nature Prophet with the E-Blade. E-Blade OP. Better activates BKB. It says, please come in, Void. And there's a lot of damage getting done to Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman does go down to the Mirana. And the TP out from Silencer. Silencer doesn't want to be here anymore. So, yeah, that was pretty intense. Especially that last team fight, that last section team fight. But I'm pretty sure the Radiant do have this. All the towers for down are gone. There are Mega Creeps on the side of the Radiant. And Titan Hunter does have his ulti. Well, he does have his ulti, but he's silenced. Anyway, Diffusable. Oh, gosh. Never mind. Yeah, there we go. Broodmother's a little bit trouble, but it doesn't matter. She's able to get out alive. And, yeah, Nature probably doing quite a bit of damage with the E-Blade plus a Sheepstick plus a, what's the crap? What's it called? Dagon. I think it was Dagon level 5. I don't really know. But anyway, my name is Cold-Blooded Special Cast, a special cast number 6. Unfortunately, NeStle's team did not win. That goes to show you guys that just because these guys are the super top level pros and stuff, and they're just playing for fun, they are just playing for fun, and they don't win all the games. But it was definitely a fun game to watch. Definitely a lot of excitement. The Broodmother just getting a little bit out of hand. I think really the person who became the most out of hand was Invoker though, and Mirana as well. I guess you could say Mirana. I wasn't really counting on Mirana becoming that big of a carry, mainly because her lane wasn't as successful as Broodmother's lane was. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. I'm going to finish up my steak, and then I'm going to do my homework, and then I'll be doing another cast right after that. So see you guys whenever.